Today we're in Derry, New Hampshire to cover two special events, and some would say 3 events. All were sponsored by the Derry Village Rotary Club. The first event was the Rotary Auction, which took place at Hood Plaza. And as you can see, there were many an item to be auctioned off and a good-sized crowd that participated.
Can I have 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 19 and 20. 20 I got, 21, 21, 21. Going once for 20, twice for 20, sold for $20 to number 6. Okay.
The other 2 events took place at Pinkerton Academy, where the Rotary Club sponsored their annual Classic Car Show and the Pinkerton Academy Robotics Club exhibit. It was a beautiful day and a large crowd was there as well. And to explain a little bit more about these events, we spoke with Rod Folia.
Of course, this is Pinkerton Academy, and there's a special show going on. You're going to talk a little bit about it.
This is actually the first robotics second car show. They did one last year. We decided to pick it up. We're the Derry Village Rotary Club, and I've been racing for a while, so they've got me to do this job. So we have 14 classes today. Basically from antiques right on through to 80 to present, including 50 to 59 and all sorts of things like that. We've got customized, we've got trucks, we've got Camaros and Firebirds, we've got Corvettes and Mustangs. They're all in separate classes, and it's going to be a lot of fun today. We've got audio visual, got a lot of neat things. We've got our vendors with sausage and peppers and hot dogs and hamburgers. We've got an ice cream truck here. We've got some really nice trophies today. This is a great place to have it. Fortunately, the God's shown on us. Although it's hot, we are not in the rain, and it's a nice sunny day. And the participation so far, where the show just started, we have exceeded the last year's total in cars before the show even started, about an hour before. So right now we have over 65 cars, and they're still coming in.
Excellent. All right, tell me a little bit about your background, which is quite interesting.
Well, I'm the secretary of the club, the Derry Village Rotary Club. We're the morning club, of which there are 3 Rotary clubs here. There's the Derry Club in the afternoon, who is having an auction, and Jeff Playdick from Bentley Chevrolet donated a van for us to run the people up to the Derry auction and back here to the auto show. We're trying to make it a Derry day. And then there's the Londonderry Club, and they have a show Memorial Day on Sunday, and they've been doing it for 16 years. So we decided we'd do it at the end of the summer to augment the first robotics at Pinkerton. So as we are all charity, we give all the money away. As far as me, well, for an old guy, I'm still racing. I race SCCA road racing. I have my race car here. I've been so busy, however, I haven't taken it out of the trailer yet. And whether I will or not, I don't know. But that's kind of what I've been doing. I have a great team here. We've got parking taken care of by Rick Bazanga. We've got Ken New on registration. Mary Anderson's on registration. We have all the robotics team there doing the parking. And you can tell who we are because we've got the robotics in.
That's right.
Staff shirts. So that's where we are.
Hi, I'm Sam New. This is
Dan Pelletier
and we're part of the Pinkerton Academy 241 Team Robotics.
Excellent. Did you make that robotics thing that we're going to show in a minute?
Yeah, we made that robot last year for last year's competition, and coming this January, they're going to unveil another competition, another challenge, and then we're going to have to build another robot to do that. So all in all, we have to build a different robot every year, and each of them are very different in what they do. This one can pick up tubes using suction. Last year's had to actually shoot balls for a game of almost robot basketball. So that's pretty much how it works.
You get some special guests that usually appear at these festivals or meetings or awards.
Well, at
programs.
At competition, we have the creator of First Robotics, Dean Kamen, who actually invented the Segway. He comes and talks sometimes. We've had various.
Last year they had the CEO of Encyclopedia Britannica and the vice president of Google, who they left in charge of Google Video and YouTube. We're both Dean Kamen's invited guests. We have senators, governors, other politicians, They bring in bands from all over the place to play the national anthem and stuff at the beginning of the competitions. It's like a sporting event, but gets a lot of PR.
Okay, you guys always been interested in robotics, or
Yeah.
did somebody turn you on to it, type of thing?
Well,
The second I've seen it,
I know
it's
for
like,
me,
I wanna
Mr.
do
Cunningham
that.
kind of pressured me into joining my freshman year, or else I wouldn't have. But
A lot of pressure.
yeah, it's been good though.
Yeah, we have about 25 students on the team, and it's almost a year-round effort. The robot itself is built during January and February, and we go to competitions in Manchester. This coming year, next April, we hope to go to Manchester and Atlanta, and we're doing the car show here in order to help fundraise. We're going to have to fundraise somewhere in the order of $20,000 this year, so it's a big effort, not only building the robot, but also raising money for it.
Very good. Now, Mr. Cunningham, talk a little bit about yourself and how you got involved in this program.
Well, I'm a former engineer. I've been a teacher here now. This is my 5th year. I teach the engineering program here at Pinkerton, and I've been doing the robotics since I've been here for the last 4 years anyways. So it kind of meshes in with our engineering program we have here.
All right, and you're going to give a little bit of a demonstration on the robot?
Yeah. We'll show you. We don't have we had game pieces last year that a robot had to pick up. We don't have any of those. We can show you how it drives and how it would do it. So this is the robot. It's, as you can see, it's built out of polycarbonate, and we have basic electronics, a pneumatic system which uses compressed air to move parts. We have electric motors to drive it. This is how we control the robot. We have 3 joysticks. One controls the driving part of the robot. The other, as you can see over here, controls the arm.
Yeah?
Oh, it's not plugged in. This is how we learn trial and error.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
Give it a sec. Yep. The other controls the arm. Like, right there. Hold on.
Oh, no!
Two-person operation. One person works the arm while the other's driving.
So that's how that works, actually. This arm, in the game, this arm was used to pick up rubber tubes that would have to be placed on a rack, almost like a tic-tac-toe kind of game. The more we placed, the more points we got. And at the end of every match, our robot kind of have to have a bonus function. In our case, the bonus...
It's just a piston.
Hold on. In our case, the bonus function is this. Well, what had to happen was, our robot had to be able to pick another robot up. So a robot would walk on this, and it would be a ramp, and it had to be off the ground.
And then the other robot would drive up it, and because this has these wheels are about 4 inches off the ground, so that was bonus points because they cleared a certain amount of area if their robot was completely off the ground. And then,
So, we obviously built and designed this from scratch. We had a couple teams designing. I designed this
wired
tower. We had to figure out what parts to use, what wires to use, how the electronics works. We had to program it
we
ourselves.
just installed the pneumatics.
It was basically building a robot from scratch, pretty much.
Very
So it was about
good.
6 weeks of solid work.
We designed the robot in AutoCAD Inventor. This is the final blueprinted product. We designed everything from scratch on the thing. Sam, you could explain this better.
Yeah. I actually did this on the computer myself using engineering software. It basically was a way to visualize what we were building before we actually had to build it, so we can figure out how everything would fit together. Actually, what we did was we designed these on the computer and sent blueprints into a company who then milled these plastic pieces out for us.
I think I forgot it.
And could you repeat the next time show or demonstration or contest is going
Well,
to
the
be?
contests actually aren't announced until about January, but they're usually
We go to a competition the end of February.
they're usually about the end of February, at the end of the school break for about a weekend at the Verizon Center,
Very good.
and that's when we compete with about 50 other teams.